Hello and welcome to Rauta's Black Metal Reviews. This time it's a raw and barbaric black metal from Finland with a band called Hail Conjurer. This is the fifth album called Sinister. Now Hail Conjurer has been sort of a side project to Mr. Hail Conjurer, also known as Harri Kuokkanen, who has had quite an active career in Finnish metal music throughout the past few years, and I guess he's mostly known as the drummer of Ride for Revenge, yet another barbaric and raw Finnish black metal band, but also as vocalist of Hooded Menace as of late, and bands such as Horse Latitudes, and there are even other projects. And past few years, Hail Conjurer has been its own project, releasing music in quite a quick pace. And this style is indeed very, very raw. And when I say raw, I cannot emphasize it too much, because the thing here is, most raw black metal, which you consider to be raw, rough and crude, is kind of easy listening compared to Hail Conjurer's material. And especially this album, Sinister, is really underlining that fact. So it's not so much an opinion, but a fact indeed. Let's tune in for Metal Archives on the background while I'll guide you through. So the first demos of Hail Conjurer started in came out in 2017, and soon after that, 2018, came the first album, and since that the pace has been very, very fast. That is already by 2021, 4 albums out, and this is the second album in 2021. Now, I must say, never been exactly a big fan of the band, because, well, this is kind of a hard cookie to crack. I'm trying to elaborate here. First of all, the riffs are really crude and raw, and that is just one part of the whole deal here. The second thing is, this has always been kind of a lo-fi thing, which then again also leaves a lot of people outside the territory known as Hail Conjurer. One could even say, not for the weak. If that makes me weak, then I am indeed weak. By no means disrespect. I actually really respect the artist in question here. One of the reasons is that I got to do Hail Conjurer interview earlier this fall 2021, and that should be out early 2022, and that should give you a little bit of insight why I do indeed respect the artist here. But sometimes it doesn't matter how much I respect and honor an artist and how much I like the music. There are lots of music which in my books are bad, but the artist is great, or vice versa. The artist itself is kind of an annoying one, but the music can be really good. So my deal with Hail Conjurer is this. It's kind of hard to get into the mindset of this music, because it's kind of requires you to really enjoy these raw and crude riffs, then combined with this super raw production, which is even more present with Sinister. That is not, by the way, here, at least as of yet, added to the Metal Archives, because the album is actually out now today, so maybe this will be updated a little bit later on. Now, the music here, Bill Crude, is still second when it comes to the rawness and crudeness of this production here, because this is like super distorted sound. Like, the only counterpart which I could figure out, the only comparison I could figure out was actually Ildiar's Strength and Anger, and I know there are a lot of people who just can't listen to it, not only because of the crude and raw music, but because of the ultra raw production. Maybe Sortvokter's folkloric necro metal is roughly in the same category. And maybe people who are very, very much used to and like Portuguese black metal are also able to, get into the mindset of this kind of stuff. But definitely this is not for everybody. What really actually bothers me is not the production or riffs, which make this album rather okay. Not the worst by the band, but not the best either. Is the use of these kind of intermezzo kind of synthesizer parts, which are just kind of too weird for me. They are not really even Dungeon synth. They are not kind of a drone music, but somewhere between those two, I guess. At least there is some sort of a DNA present with the given style. And in my opinion, it kind of distracts me from the more metallic parts of this album, which only lasts, then again, about 32 minutes. So if these extra parts, as I would like to call them, would have been removed and this would be an MCD instead, this could be better. So far, I think Hail and Fire album is the best one, and this could be very close to it, or maybe even better, but those certain kind of instrumental parts kind of bother me, so I really can't get to them. I guess the most normal part of the album is actually the kind of normal raspy vocals, which then again is one of Mr. Hail Conjurer's fortes. But definitely, if you're being the fan of the band previously, there's no reason why not to check this out. Check out this one too. I just think that this will be even further going away from a lot of typical black metal fans. And maybe that's really the intention. Can't really say for sure. But since this album is out today, go ahead and put your orders for CDs and LPs, though the LP, it seems, is already sold out from the label, so keep your eyes on distributions for your own copy in case you're interested for that. And Bandcamp should be updated with the band's music, so give it a go in case you don't want to do a blind pre-order or real order from a label or distribution. This is my verdict of the album. Have fun with it and don't get shocked if you really don't like it. It's a weird and challenging one, but at least a unique one as well. Take care and bye bye.